segment.
Okay. On to the go.
Hello, guys, and now we're back on our segment.
Mhm.
Again, my name is Darrell,
And I'm Maria.
and this is Pinoy
And
ND.
yay!
Okay, so our topic today is about controversial. So when I say controversial, it means something that really shows some argument or disagreement about a certain topic.
Oh yeah. So this is some of like mixed issues.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's
So-
take some questions.
Some of the issues here are kind of personal, so we will try to find out more about ourselves because we'll ask ourselves questions.
Ourselves. Okay.
Yes, okay. Ready?
No, I'm not actually.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so let's start with the first question. Okay, so how do you deal with stress?
Okay, for me, Maria, a partner and me.
Oh, partner!
Yeah, partners.
Yeah, okay.
Somehow, partner. It's not easy for me to deal with stress. So, when when I experience stress, sometimes it's not easy for me to deal with it. I have poor stress management,
Oh.
and I need to really practice controlling my stress because sometimes stress controls me.
Seriously?
Yeah. That's why I don't want to have stress. So in order for me to avoid having stress, I plan ahead of time.
You plan ahead of time.
Yeah. So but anyway, sometimes we can't really follow our plans, right? Because it's not the exact plan that we planned from long time ago. So yeah, it means stress. We can't really avoid stress, but still, it's also my way for me to avoid or deal with stress. How about you?
Okay. So how to cope with it? Yeah, I guess you know this one. I told you before that I usually just clean the house and yeah, listen to music, and sometimes I treat myself to go, for example, traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all.
Okay. So what are the reasons a partner that you feel stress?
Nowadays, actually, good thing. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't have any stress. But during the pandemic, of course, we cannot go out. Right? We cannot hang out with our friends or even go to our family. So I guess that's a time. And we don't have job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually, during the pandemic, I was jobless. So that time, I stayed in my house for a long time as the same situation with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, I felt having stress that time because I felt in my mind, oh, I was hopeless because I had no job. And having without job somehow makes a person stress. So I experienced that one, that's why I'm happy to have a job right now, even though it's live streaming.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
Okay, for our next question.
Yeah.
What is the best advice you have ever received?
Okay, let me think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess. Oh, I told you before about my uncle, right? So he always said that you need to know yourself because your worst enemy is yourself.
Why?
Yeah, because sometimes, like for example, there are times that you are in doubt with yourself, right?
Yes.
Back on your mind, okay, I can't do it, I cannot do this one. So for that kind of matter, right, nothing else can help you but also yourself.
Okay, for me, actually, the best advice that I received from someone, and this person was my guidance counselor.
Oh.
Yeah, and sometimes when I go to the mall, I often see him, and I told him, "Sir, right now I'm not yet on my profession." So he told me that take it easy, because some people actually have their own pace to achieve
Yeah, I agree with that.
what they want in their lives. So maybe in my case, my pace is kind of slow, but maybe in the future, I still believe that I'll become successful.
Yeah, it's not your time yet.
Yeah, I think so. That's why in my case, I want to take it easy, but sometimes I still feel stress.
Well, that's normal, I guess.
Okay, how about you, Maria?
What about me?
Because Do you think your life pace is kind of fast or slow?
Now that I guess it's slow for me.
Why?
Why I need to tell? Yeah. So yeah, during maybe my early 20s, of course, there are times that your classmates or your batchmates are already successful.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
So you ask yourself why you're just an average, right? But yeah, now that I'm already, I guess, more mature, I don't care anymore about that. But still, I guess for me, I my progression is still slow, but I'm okay with that.
Oh, okay,
I'm okay with. I don't give myself stress because of that kind of things.
Oh, okay. So that's a good point because you don't get affected by this kind of situation.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Okay, so I should learn from you more. Okay.
Gosh. What?
Alright. I don't know, but Mario, do you think aliens exist?
To say stupidly. So right now, I guess I don't believe. With the aliens.
But have you heard the news about the U.S. Navy that they have
Oh
seen
yeah, I
UFO?
heard that. Yeah.
So do you think the news that were reported on television were real or not?
I heard about that. I guess NASA even said that it's true. But for me, I guess to say stupid, but I didn't see that one. So
okay, what would happen? What would happen if you see an alien impersonal? What would you first say to this alien?
Hi. What should I say to him? Can he touch you?
Okay. In my case, actually, I want to ask him which planet this alien come from. Because if I know that there is an existing planet other than Earth, it means it's possible for human beings to also live to another planet. So it means there's also another existing life forms outside the Earth.
So do you believe about alien?
In my case, actually, I believe.
Okay.
Because as we can see that universe is a wide space, right? So it means we can't really know, and I don't believe that we are alone here.
Yeah, I do believe that there's let's continue first.
Yeah, I don't believe actually because our planet is just a miniature of the wide space of the universe, and there's a possibility that in the many light years we can see some planets that are similar to Earth. But I believe it takes time. But
for me, I guess I do believe with life after death.
Oh wow.
Based on Bible, I guess.
So it means you don't really believe in aliens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, for our next topic. Maria, is climate change real?
For me, yes, it's actually existing and it's real. Maybe, like for example, for shrinking of ice sheets, in Greenland and Antarctic, right, and the level of the ocean.
Yes.
So I guess that is really real.
Okay, as for me, based on experience, when I was young, at the month of December, the air was so cool. You could feel the breeze in the air. It was cool, right? But nowadays, it's really hot in the month of December. So, as I grow up, I witnessed how the climate changed in our country. So, I can say that there is climate change. So, for me, there are several reasons that we experience climate change. And probably there are some, it can become also some human interventions.
I guess.
Because some humans try to throw or do not take care of our earth sometimes. So do you think humans are responsible for having this climate change?
Of course, they're really responsible for our earth, right? Yeah.
So what should we do to take care or to avoid change, to avoid having climate change?
I guess each one of us may, I don't know, but each one of us should be responsible. Like for example, throw your garbage everywhere. Because if we just rely to the government, I guess, yeah, it's impossible to eradicate this, yeah, climate change.
Oh, okay, but anyway, it takes time, guys. Even for some environmentalists who want to
Yeah.
solve climate change, it takes time. Even though we have some projects that want to really solve this kind of problem, but somehow it is not enough for one group of person. It means everyone should help one
Everyone,
another
yeah.
to really
Yeah,
eradicate
yeah.
climate change.
Yeah.
So don't worry, tonight we will throw our garbage properly, okay?
You, not me. Why we?
Ah, okay, I will throw the
Yeah.
garbage tonight.
So anyway, I don't know if you know Greta, maybe I guess. Her name is Greta, and she's just around 9 years old. I don't know if you know her, but she's from Sweden, and she has this. She's an environmentalist at the age of 9.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So what she did before was every Friday. I forgot what's the name of her organization or something like that. But every Friday he didn't go to school. He just stayed outside the school and yeah, seriously, and just protest about climate change.
Oh.
Yeah, and now actually she is already famous because of that. She won maybe an award for that. Yeah.
But do you think people nowadays are really concerned about climate change or not?
Some I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, some. To be honest, sometimes we talk about this one, but sometimes right, we forgot or forget about climate change because we're busy also with our own lives.
Okay. But I believe also one reason that we have climate change is because of the modernization, right?
Yeah.
Because nowadays we have a lot of factories, and these factories also can also affect the climate of a certain area, and it causes climate change. That's why we can't really stop modernization because it's part of our living process.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Yeah.
of course, we need to take care of our planet at the same time.
I guess the good thing, good sides of having this pandemic, right, is about this climate change. Earth has time to rest
Oh, you're correct, indeed.
because some factories are closed
Mhm.
and only few people usually use their cars. They just stay at home.
Yes, of course. Anyway, this for climate change. And for our next controversial issue.
Yeah, so these actually some mixed issues.
Yeah, I'm excited. What's the next question?
Okay, let's see.
Oh, oh, okay. So, Maria, what age is best to start dating?
For me, I guess 15, around 15 or 16.
Oh, tell me
years
why.
old. Maybe teenagers need to experience this kind of thing for them to be able to have a wise decision when it comes to a relationship.
Okay, maybe for me, I have no idea yet about dating. Okay,
Really?
because I have a lot of failures. A failure with a
Oh.
relationship, so I'm not quite experienced with dating. So
Failure is learning, right?
yeah, I know sometimes we can learn from it. We can become mature through dating, but at my age, just want to be responsible for myself. I don't want to fight any date. I don't want to be.
So
with someone.
you're single right now.
Yeah, I'm single right now,
Guys, my partner is single.
Okay. Oh, how about you?
Yeah, I'm also single right now.
Oh, you're single. Okay, but how about? Yeah, you mentioned that at the age of 16 is the best age to date, right?
Yep.
But how about for those older generations? Like for example, the age of 30,
They're already mature.
40.
Why?
Should they date as well or not?
Well, it depends actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it depends. Yes. Dating is part of a relationship. It shouldn't stop.
But
Even if you're already married.
But do you think the dating process for those teenagers and middle-aged individuals are the same or different?
It's actually different. Yes.
Wow, can you tell me why it's different?
So, like for example, for 16 years old, they usually only maybe date. Ah, how can I say this? This is not in the question.
Oh, maybe I have an idea. I have an
Okay.
idea. Okay, but actually, for most of the younger generations, they want to have a romantic date sometimes.
Depends actually. Some they just want to have fun, go to the park.
But I think for middle-aged generation,
Yeah.
like 50s or 40s,
Whoa.
they want to be
Dinner.
fast,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Sometimes it means for them,
What do you mean fast?
they don't want to have dates.
Ah.
Probably they
And
want to
then?
be in a relationship
50! Oh my god!
because they said dating is not an immature way. That's
Oh,
what they
really?
said. For them, they are already quite old. So they want to have to be in a relationship. They don't want to beat around the bush.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
the idiom I told
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
So that's why, because they said they're old, they will die
I
soon.
love dating, by the way, yeah.
Mm.
It's a part of our relationship. Yeah,
Okay, I hope you see you have a date soon. Okay.
hopefully.
Okay, I hope I have a date soon as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Me too.
guys, if you have any
Yeah, please
recommendation
help
there.
Daryl and I.
Okay.
Please. We need that.
Okay, for our next question.
What personality traits do you want in your boyfriend or girlfriend?
Okay, for me
Daryl.
actually, the first personality trait that I want from my girlfriend is caring.
Oh.
Yeah. Because actually
Guys, take note. Please.
I am a little bit childlike, and
Mm.
yes, I have this childish attitude sometimes, and I like to be cared. I want people to show their affection towards me.
Okay,
So
that's-
if someone shows affection towards me, oh, maybe I will love them back.
Oh, okay, that's natural for a woman to do that anyway.
But how about you?
Smart. I like someone who is smart.
Oh, I know someone who is smart.
Yeah, so whom I can talk with and I can learn something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How about some physical traits?
It doesn't matter, I guess.
Oh, do you want guy with muscular body?
Of course, I love guys.
Do you want tall guys?
Yeah, I like tall guys.
Okay, this guy is not good for you.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank God. Alright. Have you ever had a problem with bullying?
yes, I had. To be honest, I had. Because when I was in elementary, I was bullied by my classmate, and this classmate of mine was older than me.
Mm.
Yeah, he was 1 year older than me, and I don't know why he bullied me because he thought I was weak. And of course, I couldn't take it anymore, and I endured this kind of situation because I was too kind. I wanted to have a good relationship with my classmates, but I don't know why he wanted to make fun of me. So at that time, I wanted to solve this kind of situation. So when he bullied me, I fought back.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
the next day, he stopped bullying me.
Oh, that's nice. So you can, if you please give them advice to those kids that had experienced bullying.
Okay, for those kids, I think you should gather your courage to express what you really want to speak to those bullies, because sometimes bullies are also weak individuals.
Yeah.
You just want to express their anger to those individuals who are weaker than them. So if you show to them that you are not as weak as what they think about you, then they will stop bullying you. So that is also my advice for you, those children who are currently experiencing bullying. How about you, Marian?
I never had experienced bullying from school, but from my cousin, I guess yes, because most of them are boys.
Mhm.
So I'm used of actually bullying, yeah, from them. So
Mhm.
actually, for me, it makes my personality stronger. Yeah, so I don't care actually, even until now, I guess, I don't care if someone will tell me or will say mean words to me, it's fine.
Okay, but it means it doesn't really affect your feelings,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So it means maybe some people they have their ways in how to respond on those kind of bullies.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, maybe I'm too weak, right?
No, that only maybe because for me, yeah, I am already used to of that one of that situation growing up. Actually, yeah. Most of my cousins who are older than me, they are really boys, and even my uncle. They usually do that for us. So yeah, I guess growing up having those mean words, yeah, I am used to it.
Oh, that's why. So it means it's all about the upbringing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, anyway, okay, that's the point about bullying. For our next question, mm,
Or should
in the future, how many children do you want to have?
Actually, guys, when I what do you guys when I made this PowerPoint, I just copied and paste. So
Okay, now to the guys out there, Mario O is going to answer about how many children he wants to have. Okay, so please answer
I like
this question. Twins, why?
yeah, it's easy.
Okay, so guys, make sure you need to have twin. Okay, remember that guy I'm talking right now. You should try to have twin.
How about you there?
Okay, actually I also like twins. We have the
It's
same.
cute.
It's cute, right? Because for twins, I like what kind of twin? Do you want identical twin or fraternal twin?
Any.
Any. In my case, I like fraternal twin.
Okay.
Because
When you say fraternal.
okay, guys, when you say fraternal, it means it can be either boy or girl. But if it's identical, it has both sexes or they have the same face. So we call them identical twins. So here in Philippines, there's one area there that one town there's a lot
I
of
heard that.
identical twins. Do you think it's a coincidence that people bear identical twins?
I guess jeans, leather jeans maybe.
Okay, but for me, I like having identical twins, and I feel amazed whenever I see twins.
Yeah, it's cute. For me, it's cute.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, so it means remember that's what we like. Okay.
Next question.
Oh.
What
What makes it
okay being teacher?
teacher?
Yes, Dara, what makes a good teacher?
Okay, currently we are teachers by
Yeah.
profession right now because we are teaching in NK.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in university or when I was studying, one qualities that makes a good teacher, in my opinion, is being sympathetic and kind to the students. Because I know if the teacher really understands the situation of the student, somehow the student will try to strive hard to be on top of this class because the teacher shows care to the student. So that's why in my case I'm a sympathetic teacher. I really want to understand the feeling of my students because if they feel hard, sometimes I think, oh, you can do it. I know it's hard. I believe in you because I have been there. But of course, if you try, I will say to them, if you try to do harder, then maybe you will know it. Just continue practicing. So that's why, besides for being sympathetic teacher, I also want a teacher to give me a lot of advice because I need advice sometimes. And remember, those students also need advice from those teachers.
Okay.
How about you?
For me, I guess approachable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's easy for the kids or for the students to approach you if you're approachable, right? It's easy for them to ask questions if they don't know something. And for the teacher, they need also to develop some relationship, a good relationship with their students, so that it's easier for the students, to ask them about subjects.
Okay, so it means approachable, sympathetic, and the one who gives advice. Okay, so those are the qualities that we like of a good teacher. Okay, how about for the next controversial issue?
Should there be stricter gun control? I really don't read all of these questions.
Okay, but actually here in Philippines, they said that we have they said that our gun control system here is not so strict. Whenever Korean students come here, I don't know why, because maybe in Korea, not all people can have guns,
Yeah.
but in Philippines, they're afraid here because they can see some individuals or maybe guards that have guns.
Yeah.
So for me, I think there should be stricter gun control because
guess
in
so.
Philippines, some of us here can own a gun and without any. Uh, I think when they own these guns, it's like
Permit.
illegal, right?
Yeah. Some.
And if we have stricter gun control, probably the rate death related to gun shots will become less.
I guess lucky us in the Philippines compared to the USA, right? USA, every year you can hear on the news about mass shooting. So yeah, really. So in USA they can easily buy, right? Buy gun.
Really?
Unlike here, still we have restriction actually. We can own gun, but we need to go to this agency, maybe police station, just to ask a permit for that one. Yeah, and most of the time, right, maybe only businessmen or someone who is in danger can have or have this gun. But in the USA, yeah, it's easier for them.
But do you think rich people should own a gun?
Well, it depends. Yeah, it
How about
depends.
politicians?
It also depends for me, because nowadays actually, have you watched some news lately? Because there are lots of politicians that been killed.
Yeah, I have heard about it actually. Because I think some politicians need to have guns because they are being targeted by bad individuals. And if they are pro or against something, some organization, maybe they'll become a target and they need to defend themselves. That's why maybe for them it is a necessity to own a gun. But of course, it should have permit. Okay. Okay. For the next question.
Should the death penalty still be allowed? So I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, here in the Philippines, it's still not allowed, right? They are proposing about this death penalty, but I guess not yet.
But for you, do you think it's okay to have death penalty?
Actually, for me, no.
Why not?
I'm not kind, okay? Because death penalty is an easy penalty to those people who commit really bad crime or heinous crime. Yeah, they should rotten on the jail. Yeah.
Then
So that they would realize really what they did.
okay, so in religious aspect, so in Philippines actually we are religious guys, okay? So that's why for us we don't really want death penalty to be approved here because we believe that life is really sanctuous or important and it's sacred and no one can really get the life from us except our God only. So that's why sometimes even though some people really want to have death penalty, and even in other countries death penalty is legal nowadays, but in Philippines somehow it takes time to be approved because most of us are against death penalty and the government, in my own opinion, okay, has no right to take the lives of other people. For me. Okay.
That's nice. Okay, next. This is a good topic. Should abortion be allowed? What is abortion first? Can you please explain to the viewer?
Okay, when you say abortion, it is like you become pregnant and you don't like this baby to be born, so you decided to remove the baby from your womb. So we call it abortion. So some of this situation happens because of unwanted pregnancy. Or sometimes like premarital sex, right? So some of the people they engage in premarital sex and they become pregnant. And that situation we call it unwanted pregnancy. And most of the couples who are not yet prepared for having a baby goes to abortion. But for me, Mm, we should not allow abortion because, as what I've said, life is sacred.
So I disagree with that. I'm a woman, yeah, but I disagree with that.
Why?
Okay, because I would allow abortion with restriction.
Okay, tell me more about it.
Like for example, this is really, guys, sorry, but this is really sensitive issue. Rape. Yeah, so I would allow someone who, of course, got raped because, yeah, having that kid is not really nice. Yeah, so sorry, this is sensitive issue.
Oh, okay, so much kind of sensitive. Okay, so it means we have different views, okay? But we respect our ideas.
I want to debate with you, but yeah.
No, actually, we can't. It's not debate, it's ESL.
But yeah, actually, in USA, there are some states that they don't want abortion to be legal. So most of women there actually protest about it. They want it to be legal. That is because, yeah, especially for women.
How about, I know in Philippines, abortion is legal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I will, according to my sister, she's working in Singapore, and she said that in Singapore it's okay to have abortion
Yeah, it's legal
for them.
already.
It's legal, and what's the reason? I don't know what's the reason. Why can't we make abortion legal? Do you think? What's the reason?
Yeah, I already told you, right?
It's
For
about,
me, yeah, that, yeah. And I guess, oh my god, how can I say this one? Well, if you are not that really, you don't have money, right? So some couple, yes.
So it means they can't really afford to nurture
Raise, yeah.
or raise the child, so they prefer to abort it. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, we
But
need to.
but guys, before you commit something like abortion, try to do first if you want to engage in that situation or not. Okay, because maybe some of the young individuals out there, because of their feeling towards the people, they don't consider what will be the consequences.
Yeah, that's why you need to maybe date at the age of 16 and 15 so that you would know
Yes, of course.
to make a wise decision.
Okay, for our next question.
Wow.
Oh, this is like
So
this is your
this
first
is really-
question.
This is really controversial because our title is really controversial, right?
Okay. Should the government legalize recreational marijuana?
Okay, your opinion first.
I'm not using it first. Okay, you need to answer this one first.
So, okay, actually, maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, I read that in UN, yeah, United Nations, they already reclassified marijuana as not really dangerous drug. UN, yeah. So, but if we're talking only here in the Philippines, knowing Filipinos, no, I guess. I would still stand that marijuana shouldn't be legalized here in the Philippines. Although in some countries, right, they're only legal only for medicine.
Okay, but there it was said for recreational marijuana.
Yeah.
So it means for people's enjoyment.
Enjoying, yes.
I don't like that. Maybe for me, I want to legalize marijuana for medicinal purposes. So if people think of it as a reason for curing certain diseases like epilepsy, maybe I would allow it to be legalized. But it's only for recreational purposes, then I beg to disagree.
Someone, yes, and CB. Who's CB, by the way? Recreational marijuana, yes.
Oh, CB, why? Why do you want to legalize marijuana for recreational purposes? Okay, if you have any more ideas, can you please comment down below?
Or if you want, you can guess in our show, right?
Okay, but anyway, that's for marijuana. But don't you know that some of the doctors are trying to find some medicinal purposes of marijuana, and as of today, they want to slowly accept marijuana as a medicine than as a drug.
Drugs, yes.
Mm.
Okay, next.
Okay. So is social media ruining society? Do you think it's ruining our society?
Somehow, I guess so. Yeah, somehow. Let's say if you post something, it's not real, right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's ruining our society.
So it means, because I know in social media, people have different kinds of people have access to social media. Both bad and good people
Yeah,
have
yeah.
access in social media, right? So it means if these bad individuals post a lot of false information, then maybe it can ruin our society. But if these individuals are kind, then maybe it could not really affect our society because they really are concerned about our society.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so I believe it depends upon the people and
I agree with that.
and who are accessing the media.
Yes, I
But
agree.
nowadays, most of the people express their opinions in social media, right? If they are against the government, if they're pros on the government, sometimes they express their emotion there. But I don't know if it really affects the society itself, but somehow social media have brought a huge impact to our lives.
Why do you think so?
Because people can express ideas easily, and people can also see, or they can also feel how you about a certain topic. They can also tell, oh, your idea is correct, your idea is wrong sometimes, right? They can also give their post what they think about it. But I think before you post something, try to remember what will be the consequences. Try to think about it because sometimes people usually post without thinking the consequences of their post, and it might also affect not only itself but also the society.
So I guess when we talk about social media, it's still more of advantage, right?
Yeah,
There are
for me.
lots of advantages compared to disadvantages.
Yes, I think so. I believe in that. That's why it's up to us on how we use social media. Okay? Now, for our next question. Oh, Maria, would you ever try online dating? Why not?
I've never tried that one actually.
Oh, really?
A lot of my friends already suggested that I should try Tinder. What else? Yeah, something like online dating app. So no, why should I do that? Maybe.
I don't know why people do
So for
that.
you, would you ever try online dating? We
No.
should try, right?
We should try.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think personal dating is better than online dating for me because if you meet someone personally, then maybe it's better because you can meet this person more and you can
There
right
we go again.
than online dating.
Shall I say sincere?
Yeah, because you can tell if the person is sincere or not. But with online dating, sometimes you can just chat, video call, but you can't really tell the person is sincere to you or not. Okay, so the guy who is sincere there, okay, you can talk with Maria.
Yeah, please.
Okay, because he wants a guy who is sincere.
Okay, next topic. We got partner.
Okay, yes, partner.
Okay.
Maria.
The next time I'm going to find some topic for us. I really need already to read these questions.
Maria.
Okay, let's be real here. Okay, we know each other. Okay, so when was the last time you cried?
Okay.
I remember that one, the partner.
Okay, partner. Actually, we cried last Monday.
Did you cry?
Yeah, because I saw you crying.
Oh, I didn't know that. Really? Did you cry?
Yeah, I did because whenever I see someone crying, it also makes me feel crying. Yeah, of course you can't notice that, but of course the tears are flowing out. I don't want to. I don't want to show it, but sometimes that's why my heart is soft for those women who are crying.
Oh, I see.
That's why I don't want people to see crying in front of me because I will also cry.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
yeah. Just next question.
Okay, for our final question. Okay, let's go.
Next question.
Yeah.
Alright.
That will be the final question.
God. Okay, this is good. How young is too young for an iPhone?
Okay, actually nowadays a lot of people, younger generations have iPhone,
I
right?
heard that.
And but I think we should not allow kids to own iPhone
Okay, let's say
young as
mobile
possible.
phone because
Mobile
iPhone
phones.
is, I guess, for rich people.
Yeah, for rich
So,
people.
okay, mobile phone.
Okay, let's make it mobile phone. Um, these kids actually are becoming techy nowadays because they can engage themselves in technology as earlier as us
Yeah.
during our time. But I think we should not let them to engage too much in using our mobile phones
I agree
because
with
it could also affect their health.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I heard a long time ago, I heard some news that there's one kid at the age of 16 probably or 13, he died because of using or playing mobile phones for more than 14 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah. So it means if you let this child use mobile phones as early as possible, it will become a habit. And it will be difficult for this child to change his habit when he grows up. So that's why, as a parent, we should control our child on when or until what time this kid can engage in using the phones.
For me, if the kids is maybe already high school, they need also maybe cell phone. Because let's admit that one, it's also important, right? Especially during your friends, if you don't have cell phones, right, you cannot communicate with them, right? So for me, I guess high school. If the student is already high school.
Oh, okay. So when in my case, when I say kids, it's about at the age of 5 or 6 or 7. Yeah, because actually my
Wow.
niece, she is already 5 years old, but she can use phones. I was amazed actually when I knew that she could use phones. That's why for me it's not beneficial.
Good thing for my sister. They allow, or my sister allows her daughters to have only cell phone only for games. Yeah, but it has around 2 hours every day.
Okay.
They need also that one, right? They need to know how to use cell phones.
Yeah, of course they need to, but of course there should be restriction or limitation
so
how
that
to use it.
so that they won't be left out to other kids.
Yeah, I agree with that, of course. Okay, but anyway, guys, I think that's all for our conversation. And if you have any more suggestions about our topic for the future segments, kindly comment down below. So, and before we end our segment, my name is Toro.
I'm Maria.
And that's all for the guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.